In the previous session, we already set up our authentication system. So in this session, we'll be creating a navbar with a link for user to sign up, sign in, and log out. Also, by doing this, we'll be learning what the page view is and how to use it. First, let's go to the Bootstrap link where you can get the example of a navbar static top, and which is the link here. We want to get this navbar into our application. So open the source file by click on here and more tools, view source. Okay, I want you to copy all of these because this is the snippet code for the navbar. So just copy it. Open our project folder. So under app, views, layouts, application.html.erb. Now I want you to put it here. Okay, looks good. And also I just want to create a div container and put an ear here. Alright, just to make sure it's displayed a bit nicer. Okay. Next, we're going to create a home page for our applications. So we're going to the static page for now. To do that, open your terminal and type Rails generate controller, and we're going to call that controller is pages, and we'll create the home actions. So the syntax here is Rails generate controller. So the pages is the name of the controller and the home is the action. And you can see here Rails just create the views, which is the home.html.erb for us. And also under the app controller, we got a new controller, which is the pages underscore controller.rb. Let's start a server and see what we got. Okay, so open the web browser, and here we're going to type pages and home. Awesome. So here is the notification that we have. So you are already signed in, and also we got a navbar in here. And here is the content of the home page, which is the home.html.erb. Back to our project. Now, as you can see, we got a navbar working, but our file look a bit mess, and that's why we need to use partial view. Let's create a new folder under views folder, and I'm going to call that one share. Alright, so under the share folder, I'm going to create a new file, and notice here we got an underscore, and we're going to name it navbar.html.erb. So we use underscore in front of the file name to tell Rails that this is a partial view. Okay, so go back to our application.html.erb, and I'm going to cut all of these and paste into here. All right, awesome, save it. Now inside the application.html.erb, to call that view, we're using the Rails render function, which is render, and here we link to that view, so it should be under the share folder and the navbar. Now back to our web browser and hit refresh. Okay, we got the same thing. So our partial view is working correctly. However, this navbar is just an example, and we need to implement a link for sign in, sign up, and log out in here. So let's do it now. In our project folder, so I'll just open the navbar. First, I'm going to change this project name to alien. All right, and we don't need this one, so I'll just delete that one. Okay, now what else do we need? Let's say we need to create a link for login and sign up. and I'm going to check. So if user signed in, oops, missing this one, then we do something. Okay, so in this case, let's say left first. If user not signed in, then we're going to display in this case we're using the link to, and I'm gonna say login, and the link to that would be new user session path. That's for login, and we're doing the same thing with logout or sign up. Sign up. So for the sign up, we're using the new user registration path. Okay, just like this. So if user is not signed in, then we're going to display the link for user to log in and for user to sign up. So they have two options, and the link to that would be new user session path and new user registration path. This come from device, so you just need to understand that. I'm not going to use that one, so I'll just delete. Okay. Now here actually we can use this condition for else. So if user log in, then we're going to display this part. Okay. Now obviously we don't need those options, so I'm going to create my own one. So instead of saying drop down, I'm going to use the current user.email. All right. And for this one, let's say we want jaw chip. All right, so the second one would be wish list. So this one I'm going to say edit profile. All right, we don't need this one, so I'll just delete it. And also we need a link to account setting, and the last one would be logout. Okay, now we do have the link to edit profile and logout, so instead of saying this, I'm gonna put the link to and I'm gonna say edit profile. All right, and edit user registrations path, and we're going to do the same thing with the logout. All right, but for the logout is a bit different, so I'll just say logout first here, and for the logout actually we're going to use this chart, the user session path. All right, and here we need to call the method delete. So when you log out, obviously we need to delete the user session so the user can log out. Okay, save it. Open your web browser and hit refresh to see what's happening. Cool. So now you see that we have the current user email, which is demo.codeforstartup@gmail.com, correct? And now let's say if I click log out. Awesome, so I'll just log it out. Now if I go back to the user sign up, yep, Right now I'm not signed in, so that's why in the Navbar I can see the login and the sign up links. Now if I click login, yep, so we just log it in and now you can see the list. All right, one more thing we need to do because we want to display the current email on the right hand side, so let's fix it. In our navbar.html.erb, so under this part I'll just put in navbar. Right, okay, save it, refresh web browser. Awesome, that's what you got. So now we have our Navbar working properly with a simple authentication system. But what we're gonna do if we want to register with our full name as well. So in the next session, I will show you how to do that quickly and easily. I'll see you then.